welcome to the Action 5. I'm your host, Dadio McDuck. I'm filling in for the great John Sheeran. The number 5 action play was Kaveri Russell's field goal block at the end of the first half. Now, what happened was, first the Broncos kicker, he kicked a 61-yarder, and it was actually good. But before he actually got it off, if you look, you can see that, yes, you see that Marvin Lewis, he called the timeout, and he grabbed the ref. He kind of tickled them too there. And then you go here, and you see, okay, what happened on the kick? We're going to see Russell. He gets around Adam Gotsis here, number 99. You can see it on the replay here. How does he get around him? Well, look, he times it perfectly. So that's Russell right here. And you see exactly as this guy pointing his butt to the sky, that means he's hiking the ball, and Russell beautifully gets right off the line of scrimmage at the exact same time. And look how he bends around Gutsis. And Gutsis is this big guy. He's trying to stretch out, get his arm on Russell, barely, try to do something. But Russell gets, the perfect angle, gets by him, and boom, just enough to block that. Yeah, one more time. Oh, yeah. Now, the fourth best action play, was Vontaze Burfict forcing a fumble in the early fourth quarter, which was a huge deal here. Now, so what you have here is, you see Brock Osweiler, he called the ball, he hikes it, and he hands it right off to C.J. Anderson. Okay, so what happens? So they're in the shotgun. So Burfict is, he's ready to play in coverage, but he waits, and then he says, okay, not play action. So he immediately attacks the ball. But look how he gets low, and he's looking for the ball. He's looking for a big play. That's what he does. He's a playmaker. Boom. Ball flies out, and Sean Williams picks it up for the fumble recovery. Great, huge play. And the third best action play was our man, Carlos Dunlap, the closer, the guy who wins us games every now and then. Now, Dunlap, what he does here is, you see, he had a sack earlier in the game, so the Broncos were terrified of him. Now, he, as the ball is snapped, look at this. Dunlap makes a nice move, and he gets some penetration, and that allows, look, these two offensive linemen here, they ignore Chris Smith. That allows him to go around. Now, Brock Osweiler is in trouble. He's 6'8", but he knows Dunlap is capable of tipping any pass. So Dunlap jumps right when he sees he wants to throw. And then Osweiler, he with Chris Smith being able to go around because he was unblocked, thanks to Dunlap, Osweiler steps up. I don't know what he was trying to do. And you see here that Dunlap has two guys that are double teaming him. And then he just, he just goes and he finishes the job. Boom. Takes him down like that. Does a little dance. Yeah. Classic Carlos Dunlap. He still hasn't come on our show, but great player. The number 2 action play comes from Andy Dalton throwing the ball to A.J. Green for a touchdown that would put the Bengals up for good. And on this play, what you're going to see is, you see A.J. Green up at the top. And A.J. Green, of course, he does his thing. He does a little... basically, you could call it a go route. I mean, he gets by his a little bit of hesitation there, gets by his guy. But the question is, why did A.J. Green have the opportunity? Like, why was the safety so late to get there? Well, you'll see when we go to the replay. Here's linebacker Brandon Marshall, right? And here's Tyler Kroft. So Andy Dalton is looking straight ahead. So veteran player is smart enough to know you don't want to stare down your target. So he's looking straight ahead, and Bengals have been typically pretty conservative. They haven't been very good at the deep ball. So Brandon Marshall, look, he's focused on Kraft. And here the safety can't commit to Green because look, you have Marshall this angle and you have Giovanni Bernard here. So the safety doesn't know where to commit. Now, Kraft does a little hesitation and then he goes right, and then Marshall realizes, okay, the ball is not going to him. It's too late for him to really do anything other than help with Giovanni. But the safety, meanwhile, here is staring down Dalton, and then at the last second when he sees him throw, it's too late. Of course, Green, good enough separation, touchdown, ball game. Gotta love that. AJ Green, people. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Honestly, throughout the game, Dalton was much better on the deep ball. Look at this one to Erickson. Look at the perfect touch. Look at that. What else could you ask for? And Dalton took another deep shot to Green that basically helped the Bengals run the clock down to 2 minutes. And this one would have been complete if not for pass interference. The Bengals got the call. It allowed them to, on 3rd and 6, allowed them to run the clock down to 2 minutes. So Dalton was much improved in the deep game, this game. But the number one action play of the game has to be this Dre Kirkpatrick interception. So what happens here? Well, let's see. So before the snap, Brock Osweiler, not the greatest quarterback in the NFL. He is looking to his left, then he's looking straight. Dre, when Brock is looking left, he's up near the line of a scrimmage, and then Brock's not paying attention. He sneaks back, plays off Cody Latimer, and Brock makes the exact wrong decision. Because look, here you have Emmanuel Sanders. Okay, Emmanuel Sanders wide open on this pick play, if you will. Cody Latimer, he takes out the defender here, leaving Emmanuel Sanders wide open. But like I said, Dre was playing off the line of a scrimmage, and so instead of Emmanuel Sanders' route, helping free Cody Latimer, you have Cody Latimer getting caught up here between the two defenders, and Dre makes the interception, and look at that. He goes. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He juggles it, but whatever. That just gave Andy Dalton another touchdown. That is it. That's all we have for this episode of the Action 5. We'll see you after the next Bengals win. Hopefully with the real host of the show, John Sheeran. Don't forget to help us with the show. Go to gofundme.com/DHS Sports to help us get puppets, to improve the show. And we'll see you next time. So long, sweetie pies.